student, today we are going to see Standard 6 Chemistry from Term 3. The unit name is Chemistry in Everyday Life. In this unit, we are going to study the importance of science in everyday life and the preparation of soap. Come, let us move to the video session.
Unit 3 Chemistry in Everyday Life. In this lesson, we are going to study the importance of science in everyday life and to know about the preparation of soap and detergent, various kinds of fertilizer and its uses, the uses of cement, gypsum, Epsom, and plaster of Paris. In everyday life, we need a chemistry. Let us study detailedly in this lesson. Children, we have already know what is physical change and chemical change. Let us see what is physical and chemical. Physical means the things which is happening physically by the outer appearance. Chemical change means, for example, if you're boiling the water is vaporized. That we will say it as chemical change. Physical change means by breaking a stick into a pieces. That is called physical change. Let us see one by one. Breaking of stick into pieces. That is physical change. Burning of paper. With the help of a matchstick, we will burn a paper. It undergoes chemical change. Tearing paper into small pieces. It undergoes a physical change. We are only tearing the paper. Dissolving of sugar in water. It undergoes a chemical change. Burning of petrol or LPG gas. For example, a petrol is a chemical substance. Boiling of water into water vapor. This is called as chemical change. Yes, now we know what is the difference between physical and chemical change. Chemical change result in the change of the substance. For example, if you are burning a paper, what happens at the last? It becomes ashes. So it is called as chemical change. But in physical change, only the shape, size, volume will be changes. That means while breaking a stick, the shape of the stick will be changes. The size will be changed. The volume will be changed. This is called physical change. Natural indicator. Many chemists has identified a turmeric powder as a natural indicator because from the nature itself it is yellow in color. Because of that, it is called as natural indicator. We are not adding any color to the turmeric powder. So, it is a natural indicator. The change in color indicates the material either acid or base medium. You all know what is acid and base. Like that, in this turmeric powder, it is a natural indicator. Turmeric powder is a natural indicator. For example, if you see in a milk, if you add a little amount of curd into that, what will happen? After some time, all the milk becomes curd because of the chemical reaction. A small bacteria will mix a reaction into the milk and it becomes a curd. So, in this also undergoes a chemical change. The next one is rusting of iron. If you see the iron rusting, if you pour some water onto the iron, some days after it will become a rusted part. So it also undergoes some chemical change. So this is called rusting of iron. We use chemical changes in every forms in our daily life. For example, the toothpaste which we are using, it's a chemical. And the thing which we are using, soap, everything is a undergoes chemical change. It becomes changes. So this is also a chemical change which we are using in our day-to-day life. Let us see some important facts about onion. While cutting the onion, we are getting tears in our eyes with irritation. Because of what means there is some chemical reaction will be taken place in onion. That is, propane ethyl oxide will be comes out from the onion. Because of that only we are getting tears in our eyes. When we cut onion, some of the cells will be damaged. So, because of the damaging cells, a small chemical reaction will be coming out. It becomes vapor and reaches our eyes. So, it results in our tears. Because of that only we are getting tears in our eyes while cutting the onion. Idli with batter. That means before preparing a idli, we have to make a batter. Batter means last night itself we have to prepare a batter for making a idli. That means preparation for idli we have to make a batter. We all know what is batter. Batter which is white in color. With the help of that only we will make a idli. To prepare a idli as a result of chemical change named fermentation. Fermentation will be take place in a idli batter. That means for idli we have to make a idli batter. During fermentation, the idli batter undergoes a chemical change by bacteria. Because of that only, the last night itself we have to prepare a batter. The next day morning, what will do? You will make a idli. A fresh idli will be formed with the help of a chemical reaction. Yes, it is a favorable food in India. And there will be favorable changes will be take place in color, flavor and taste in the food. Because of that we are making a idli with the batter. Preparation of soap and detergent. That means washing soap and washing detergent are many kinds which we are using in our daily life. With the help of that we are making our body clean and washing the clothes by using the soaps and detergent. The detergent molecule have two sides. One is water loving and the other one is water hating. There are two types of detergent. One is water loving detergent and other one is water hating. You all know what is meant by hate. Hate means if no need of getting something, you will hate that. If you didn't like means that is called hating. Water hating goes and joins with dirt and oil in the cloth while the water joins with water molecules. That means when you are putting a detergent into a bucket, what will happen? After pouring a water, it mixes with the water. That means water loving with a detergent. When the cloth, that is dirt cloth, is surrounded by many molecules will be there. In the dirt, there will be many molecules will be there, which the detergent will take all the dirt from the cloth. That is called, that purpose we are using the detergent. The cloth becomes clean and the dirt is surrounded by the detergent molecules. Because of that, what will happen? When you are putting a detergent into the water, all the dirt, the detergent will be absorbed. Because of that, there will be no dirt in the cloth. The detergent will be very dirty. Because of that, the cloth becomes clean. So, all the detergent molecule will float in the water as a dirty water. Fertilizer. Fertilizer, we already know what is meant by fertilizer. Fertilizer is used to grow the plant and it's restore soil fertility. It is a thing which is used for the plants to grow more healthier and more strength. Apart from water, sunlight and air, we need certain nutrients for the soil to grow. Because of that, we are using the fertilizer. For example, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium are the three important nutrients along with various things we are using for the growth of plants. Here, some of the things has been given for you. That is For example, the tabular column, if you see in the tabular column, rice, for that rice we are using approximately 2240 per hectare, we are using 2240. In that, nitrogen is 34 kg, phosphorus is 22 kg, and potassium is 67 kg. Like this, we have given for corn, sugarcane, and groundnut. If you see the tabular column, you can easily identify the things how can we use fertilizer for the plant growth. Fertilizers are There are two types, that is organic and inorganic material will be used for the fertilizer. First we are going to see organic fertilizer. Fertilizer containing only animal or plant based on their materials. For example, the plant waste. If you are peeling the vegetable, you will get all the wastes, that is called organic waste, which is synthesized by microorganism or called organic fertilizer. This type of fertilizer is very economical and it is prepared easily. For example, the animal waste, cow dung is also a fertilizer. And the thing which we are using daily life, for example, eggshell, coconut shell, these are the fertilizer which is used for the plant growth. Example is vermicompost. This method is called as vermicompost. Next one is inorganic fertilizer. The fertilizer prepared by using natural elements by making them undergo a chemical change. That means what will happen? The natural material which undergo a chemical change, for example, urea, ammonium sulfate and superphosphate. That means these are the things which you are using as a natural elements. That is called inorganic fertilizer. It is not directly we will get from the plants and animal. So it is called as inorganic fertilizer. Earthworm. You all know earthworm is a farmer's friend. Is because of the earthworm only it becomes fertilize the soil every day. Before the farmer prepares a fertilizer, the earthworm prepares the fertilizer for the plant. Earthworm takes organic waste as food and produce compost casting. That means we have already seen what is meant by vermicompost. Is before the farmer prepares a fertilizer, the earthworm itself prepares a fertilizer. So it is called as farmer's friend. So the earthworm is called as farmer's friend because of the multitude of service they produce to improve soil health and it becomes plant health. It gives strength to the plant. The earthworm gives strength and health to the plant growth. Cement. In ancient period, the houses were constructed by using the mixture of lime, sand and wood. We already know lime is a lemon, sand it's a mud and the wood. With the help of these only in the ancient period we built a house. But present nowadays what we are doing? The people are widely use the cement for the construction of house. It will be in ash color. For making a bridges, dams, everything we use a cement. To build a house, especially we need a cement. The cement is manufactured by crushing a natural occurring minerals such as lime, clay and gypsum. In detail we know about a gypsum. In this lesson we are going to study about gypsum. While coming to that chapter, we will know what is meant by gypsum. It has a chemical formula that is calcium sulfate dihydrate is a chemical formula for gypsum. Cement becomes hardened when it mixed with water. While taking a cement, it will be powder form. When you mix with the water, it becomes very hardened. That means it becomes very hardened thing. Gypsum play a very important role in controlling the rate of hardening of the cement. That means during the cement manufacturing process, a small amount of gypsum is added at the final grinding process. That means at the last, they will use a small amount of gypsum in the cement. Uses of cement. Cement is used as mortar, concrete, and reinforced cement concrete. First one we are going to see mortar. That means it is a paste of cement and sand which mixed with water. It is a paste of cement and sand which mixed with the water. In houses, mortar is used to bind building blocks for constructing walls. For example, in your house, if you want to build a wall, they will use a mortar. That means it is a paste of cement. Next one is concrete. It is a mixture of cement, sand, and the gravel. That means the small sand, that means small stones will be there. That is called gravel. It is used for the construction of buildings, bridges, and dams. Because of that only it becomes very strong. Next one is reinforced cement concrete. It is a cement which composed material by mixing iron mesh with cement. That means with the help of the iron which mixed with cement. It is very strong and firm. It is used for the construction of especially dams and bridges. For example, if you want to move for various country, with the help of the bridge only we will move. In the bypass bridge, everything. Like that, if you want a bridge, if you want to build a bridge, we need a iron. And the huge water tanks, water pipes and drainage are built with help of the reinforced cement concrete. With the help of that only they will build every drainage pipes, water pipes, everything. For this only we are using cements as a various types. Gypsum. We have already seen at the final of cement paste we have used a gypsum. Gypsum is a soft white or grey in color. It is very soft white or grey in color. Naturally available material. That means it is naturally available. The chemical name of gypsum is calcium sulfate dihydrate. If you see in a calcium, it will be a white in color. The molecular formula for gypsum is CaSO4 2H2O. That means calcium sulfate CaSO4 plus water molecules. The uses of gypsum is it is used as a fertilizer, it is used for making a cement, and it is also used for the making of plaster of Paris. Epsom salt. It is a salt which is used for the various types. This salt has fully had a chemical formula that is magnesium sulfate hydrate. Magnesium sulfate hydrate. The molecular formula for Epsom is MgSO4 7H2O. That means magnesium sulfate MgSO4 hydrate is water molecule 7H2O. It offers a wide range of uses. Let us see what are the uses. It ease stress and relax the body. That means it relaxed our body. If you use this salt, it's relaxed our body. Help muscle and nerves functions properly. It helps the body, muscles and nerves to function properly. And it is also used for medicine for skin problem. It is used for skin problem. And the last one is improving the plant growth in agriculture. It helpful in plant growth in the crop field. Plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris consists of fine white powder. That means its chemical formula is calcium sulfate hemihydrate. And the molecular formula for the plaster of Paris is CaSO4 half H2O. From the ancient time, the plaster of Paris is also called preparation from the abandoned gypsum. That means we found this near Paris, that is capital of France. We found this, so it is named as a plaster of Paris. It is used for making blackboard chalks in surgery, for setting fractured bones, and also for making statues, etc. And it especially used for the construction of industry. For this, we are using plaster of Paris. Phenol. Phenol is a carbolic acid of an organic compound. It is necessary ingredients for preparing variety of phenol products. That means it has a molecular formula C6H5OH. It is a very weak acid. It is like a crystalline powder. It is colorless solution. It is a colorless solution. When dust attacks into the phenol, it becomes red in color. It gives irritation when human exposed on skin. If it touches on the skin, it becomes very irritating. So, use as the widely purpose, only for cleaning purpose we have to use. We should not use for to touch that. Phenol itself is used in mouthwash and as a disinfectant, household cleaner. That means it is used for the household cleaners. For example, what you will do? For cleaning a restroom, everything we used a phenol. It is also used for surgical antiseptic. That means in the hospital it is used for a surgical. That means for surgery they are using a phenol. It will kill all the microorganism. Because of that, the doctors are using a phenol for surgery. Adhesive. What you will do when a paper is torn accidentally? It can be fixed by using a sellotape. You all know how the sellotape works. There is a paste-like material on one surface of the sellotape. If you see the sellotape, there will be some substance will be there in the sellotape. Have you ever discussed about the material? Yes, it is a paste-like substance. It's called adhesive. It is commonly we will say it as glue. The substance applied to one surface or both the surface of two separate items that binds together and becomes adhesive. That means it mix both the thing together. Adhesive or substance that used to join two or more components together through the attractive force acting across the interfaces. That means when two product is different, it mixed together. This is called as adhesive glue. Types of adhesive. There are two kinds of adhesive, that is one is natural and other one is artificial. The thing which we are using in a puncture shop, it is an artificial adhesive. It may be in various types in the form of paste, liquid as well as in a film shape is also there. We are using as a sellotape also, that is we will say it as tape. It is used in various conditions such as hot melt, reactive hot melt, thermosetting, pressure sensitive and contact. That means for example in the puncture shop if you seen, they will melt that and they will use it for the puncture. So this is about a adhesive, types of adhesive. In this lesson we have studied about how we are using soap and detergent, that means which help us to clean our body and our household things. The second one about fertilizer which helps the plants to grow. The third one is about adhesive, which helps the material to fix up together. Next one is cement. Cement is used for important material, that is construction, for building as well as for industry. Next one is plaster of Paris. It is used in surgery for setting a fractured bones. If the bone is broken, they will use the plaster of Paris to set the bone. And it is also used for statue and toys. The last one is gypsum and Epsom. It is helpful for the human, animal, plants as well as for environment. So it is very much helpful in our day-to-day life. So I hope you all understood about the lesson chemistry in everyday life. Thank you, students.